Self-worth is not self-esteem. It's how you value yourself. Have you ever wondered why some people work fewer hours than you but still earn much more? Or why someone with skills similar to yours can build a business, become a respected expert, or work as a consultant while another person remains stuck at an average income? Most of us are taught that hard work automatically leads to success, but the market does not pay you for the number of hours you work. It pays you for the value you create. And that value often begins with how you see yourself. Many people define their worth through their current salary, job title, qualifications, or the approval of others. If they earn a modest salary, they assume that is all they're worth. If they are rejected for a promotion or opportunity, they start believing they are not capable enough. But people who build lasting wealth usually think differently. They do not treat their current paycheck as a final measure of their value. They see it as a temporary result of the value they currently bring to the market. Instead of asking, "How much am I being paid?" they ask, "How can I become more valuable?" That small change in the question can lead to completely different choices, skills, opportunities, and financial outcomes over time. Why people with similar skills earn very different incomes. Imagine two software engineers who graduated from the same university, have the same 5 years of experience, and can write equally good code. The first engineer completes the assigned work, goes home, and rests. The second engineer also completes the work, but spends an extra hour each day learning artificial intelligence, system architecture, communication, leadership, and public speaking. After several years, both people have worked hard, but the market no longer sees them as equal. One person can only sell time as a programmer, while the other can design entire systems, lead teams, communicate with executives, advise companies, and solve larger business problems. The difference is not simply the number of hours they worked. It is the amount of value they became capable of creating. Many people believe income is a reward for effort, but income is often a reward for solving valuable problems. The larger the problem, the more valuable the solution becomes. People with a value creation mindset constantly invest in becoming more difficult to replace. They do not learn only to collect knowledge. They learn so they can solve problems that fewer people are able to solve. That is why the market becomes willing to pay them more. Selling time versus building scalable value. There are two very different ways to earn money. The first is exchanging time for income. You work for 8 hours and receive money for those 8 hours. When you stop working, the income also stops. This is how most people earn a living. The second way is building something that can create value for many people at the same time. This could be a product, a piece of software, a course, a book, a business, a YouTube channel, a mobile application, or an automated system. Once these assets are created, they can continue producing value even when you are not actively working. Entrepreneurs, creators, software developers, and business owners all have the same 24 hours in a day as everyone else. But instead of using all their time to sell labor, they use part of it to build assets. More importantly, they do not begin with the question, "How can I make more money?" They begin with, "How can I create more value for more people?" When that question changes, the way you act also changes. You start learning better skills, understanding customers, building systems, and thinking beyond hourly work. That is the point where your income can begin separating from the number of hours you personally work. Wealthy people invest in their value before they invest in money. One habit many successful people share is that they are willing to invest in themselves. They buy books, take courses, find mentors, build relationships, improve their communication, learn sales, study management, and keep up with new technologies. From the outside, this may look like spending money, but in reality, they are buying the ability to create more value in the future. Many people focus only on the cost. They ask whether a course is too expensive instead of asking whether the knowledge could help them solve a more valuable problem. They hesitate to spend money on developing a useful skill, yet spend hundreds of hours scrolling through social media without thinking twice. The real difference is not only how much money someone has, it is how they think about investing in themselves. People who focus on value understand that becoming more useful to the market usually creates better financial opportunities later. They do not expect one course, one book, or one mentor to transform their lives overnight. They understand that each new skill is like another brick added to the foundation of a much larger structure. Over time, the gap between those who continue investing in themselves and those who remain unchanged becomes increasingly difficult to close. Change your questions. Change your financial future. Perhaps the greatest difference is not the amount of money you have today, but the questions you ask yourself every day. If you only think about how to earn a little more money this week, you will probably keep searching for short-term solutions. But if you begin asking, who do I need to become to create 10 times more value? The way you learn, work, and use your time will begin to change. Money is simply one way the market measures the value it currently sees in you. It is not the final measure of your worth as a human being. You cannot fully control tomorrow's salary, but you can control the value you build today. Learn another skill. Solve a more difficult problem. Create something that helps more people. Build knowledge, trust, credibility, and abilities that are difficult to replace. Eventually, you may stop chasing money so aggressively because money begins following the value you create. Perhaps the best definition of wealth is not simply owning a large amount of money, but becoming someone who can create value wherever they go. When you change how you define your own value, you also begin changing the limits of your financial future.